Hello, what's up? Welcome in everyone. How are you guys doing? If you guys are having a wonderful day, what up, what up? Welcome to another video on our channel. This video, we are doing something that I don't really do and haven't really even done before. It's going over data animations Nuzlocke. I know everyone is doing it just like how they did with the first one, but I am going to be giving my own take on it, like analysis in a way. It's like a case study. Hope you guys like understand more about like Nuzlocks and stuff as well if you want to know and like get even better at it kind of thing. What I would do personally, my own opinion though, of course. I might miss out like a couple of points here and there, but I try my best. It's like my first time doing. Cut me some slack, man, please. Nah, I'm just saying. It's like it's my own opinion. It doesn't like really apply to like everyone. Of course, it's like what I would do and what can be done, what happens, for example, yada yada yada. If you guys want to discuss some stuff, I'm going to be in the comment section. Comment. I always will reply to you guys in the video right now.
So if you're new here,
also, I can already tell the animations are going to be absolutely fantastic because their animation is amazing. Video animations, so go subscribe to them.
I've done this before. Last year I made a video about my first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke, and the game I played was Pokemon Ruby. It was fun, so here I am again doing another. But this time I attempted to Nuzlocke Pokemon Platinum. I'll explain
Holy
again
shit. That was hand drawn. Holy fuck. Okay, I like this.
Quickly how a Nuzlocke works. You can only catch the first Pokemon you run into per route. If a Pokemon faints, it dies and you can't use it anymore. And you have to nickname your Pokemon so you grow more attached to it. If you still don't understand, that's not my problem. Let's get started.
But there are like other rules that can apply as well. Like when you start, you can't, if you lose a Pokemon, then they're just basically dead, or like level caps and like set mode and all that stuff.
Oh boy. This was my
I'm really excited to see what
Nuzlocke.
starter they choose and like the entire thing, to be honest. Can't wait.
Pokemon!
Barry?
So my friend and neighbor Barry is practically dragging
Alright,
me
the
all
very
over
beginning.
the place
Actually,
with
I
his
like that.
hyperactive Squirrel brain,
That's actually
frantically trying
sick.
to get a Pokemon as soon as possible from this Professor Rowan he saw on TV. He drags me out to Route 201 and is about to leap into the tall grass when, hold it! You guys know going into the tall grass is practically a death wish, right? What you're doing is basically suicide. Borderline insanity. What absolute moronic lunatics you are. Have you no respect for your lives?
Bro, the animations are so good and like the art is fantastic. I love it.
Do you have any Pokemon? No. Do you want some? And like that, I have a Turtwig. I named him Turk and immediately used him to bash in Barry's gym chart.
Alright, so third week is actually not that bad. Destroy the first gym. Pretty alright for the second, but you can like get like a start and other ship like take down that shit. Boss battles is good against like the first boss battle, which is Jupiter. Or Mars. I can't remember like the red hair one. I think it's Mars, not Jupiter. Jupiter is like the one in Galactic HQ. Sadly, they both absolutely demolished like the entire Turtwig line. But like Turtwig is pretty good through the region, and then it's also because of like face and like all that as well. Pretty good stats, pretty bulky as well, but it also gets like EQ and other shit. It's like it's good for like the third gym as well because like bite and stuff. Fourth gym is pretty alright because like there's also in the Gyarados with like Ice Fang and stuff. Fifth gym, well, fourth gym is good because of like Lucario, EQ, and just like walls like the other stuff. Fifth gym, like I said, Floatzel, Gyarados, Ice Fang, and yeah, sixth gym destroys it. It gets destroyed by the seventh gym, and it destroyed the seventh gym like completely because of EQ and shit.
I was making my way through the
Then
routes,
Elite
but
4
right as I
is
was
like
about to nab the shapes I found
50-50,
onto a
but kind of like
tour.
more towards like not being able to do well.
No!
No! Already that was a crit. No. The big thing in like Nuzlocke is like getting crits. All RNG. Critting, especially a Shinx, is very bad because like Shinx, like Luxray, we all know is like a staple in like Pokemon Platinum runs, but it mainly helps out with like covers like a lot of weaknesses that Turtwig faces, especially Flying type, and Flying type is like really common, especially like the rival, and it would have been amazing against Wake, and just like in general, it gets like Crunch and Bite really good for like Psychic types and all that shit. Third gym, continue later on. That really sucks. I feel sad
So
for
no
it right
Shinx
there.
for us. But that's alright. Shinx isn't that great this early anyway. Then
When
I
they got
locked
the
eyes with our
Pokeballs.
first trainer. The first battle. Let's see how
Pretty
we
tough
fare
to like.
against youngster Tristan and his level 5 Starly.
It only has a quick attack, yeah.
Oh my god! So in the first trainer battle I
Oh
ever
my
fought, I
god.
almost immediately
You
lose
can
my
take
starter
2
to a
crits
critical
already.
hit.
That's like
Right,
even
but I
worse
suddenly
luck
have
than
a very
me.
bad feeling about this. Nevertheless, we kept going onward through Gible City, where we caught
Yeah.
the Zubat in the cave above Route 204, and Magikarp on 280.
Okay. Magikarp is amazing. Gyarados the guy like super buffed in this game especially, and like Ice Fang and like all that stuff. It really helps out. Like Aqua Tail and shit. It pretty much gets its main moveset until like level 37. Zubat is really good. Fast Mind, hits hard as well, and it does like also like the addition of like the new moves like Air Cutter, Cross Poison, freaking Brave Bird even. It's really good, and it's just like good to have like a poison and flying type on the team. Like destroy the fighting type. It helps you beat Maylene. It helps you like even works at like Fantina. It helps you just in general like in the entire game. Gyarados destroys Fantina because at that point you have to be a bite. You can also pretty much wall what Wake does. You destroy pretty much Maylene as well. Well, not destroy, but you know what I mean. It's a really good like all-rounded mon, and it's just like a good mon in general. Who doesn't like Gyarados?
18. Hi, Magikarp. Your name is Puppy. Just outside the city, Barry runs up and demands
Puppy,
another battle, so
okay.
I happily bash in his Chimchar again, and his Starly too. I kept on my way, eventually arriving in Oreburgh City, and nervously challenged Rourke. I was terrified.
This should be easy. Just destroy it with
Razor Leaf in one
yeah.
shot before it could even do anything.
It gets Razor Leaf at like level 9 or level
badge number 1
11,
for
13
us.
something.
I
I
made it to
believe.
Floroma Town and was really excited.
I said 9 because it could guess at Renegade. Platinum, I'm sorry.
Because if you didn't know, outside the Valley Windworks, you can find Shellos. And if
Yes!
you know, again,
Yes!
I love Shellos.
Shellos is amazing.
To get my Shellos encounter.
Get it.
And
Get it.
I'm not gonna pass up an encounter, so I very depressingly caught the Shinx and named it Failure to vent my sadness and frustration over not
It's not
getting
that
a slot.
bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Like I said earlier, the same points stay there again with like Shinx being super good.
The door, broke in,
Surprised the Turtwig didn't evolve already, because
then found Galactic Commander
never mind.
at the end of the corridor, who I was scared of because she's got
Never
a
mind.
fat cat that hits like a semi-truck.
This thing is really bad. Bad because of like fake out, and it just hits like a truck, and it's like super pretty good level as well. And at that point, like you can't really just like sit down and just like overly grind or whatever. This, however, is like why Chimchar is like the best mod to just like destroy the entire game. Because like Mach Punch, you have it already. You can pretty much just like even one shot. I'm so sorry. Can even like one shot it, and it just like comes over like the entire gym, like the entire gym leaders and the before. I really am like hyped to see what this entire run ends up being like.
But I had a plan.
So
Back in the Oreburgh Mines, I caught Dwayne the Onyx, and I brought him to the fight because in case things got dicey, I would switch him in to buy time
makes sense.
and heal up my other Pokemon.
And it's also
Basically,
defensive as well, pretty much. Then it
Dwayne
can like
was dead.
resist.
Turt took out
Yeah,
Marcy's
that's
Zubat
fine.
and won.
Really good point that she brought in that fighter. What I like to do always in like my Nuzlocke, I'm sorry, I'm like really going into like every single second, just like pausing and stuff. But what's really good in like Nuzlocke is like knowing what mon to sacrifice and when to sacrifice, because like every single main battle, what you want to do is like kind of bring in like the sacrificial lamb. You come in, you kind of play around you beat like the Pokemon and stuff, and you go in, also want to like play a little reckless. And then like if a big oofy of a man comes in and then just like walls you, you can just send in that man. It takes a hit. You have either a safe switch into like another man that you want to go into. It helps it like preserve its health and PP and all that. Well, not PP, but like mainly health. Or the man lives that was supposed to die. You heal up another man, then you send it back in. You know what I mean? It's like a sacrifice, but a really good one that helps you continue going. Bro, that frame right there, that grotto just eating up that Zubat while the oh my god.
Perugly came out,
Poor
plucked off
Zubat,
the
dude.
Oreberry it was holding, but she got hit pretty hard in the process, and since
Pluck,
Chet needed
yeah,
a bit of
that's
healing
good.
before he could get back into it.
Dwayne can take a scratch. Look at that.
I told you the
fine.
defense is
He's
insane.
fine, guys.
The
Don't
defense
hold
is
this to the sad
insane.
nose for Dwayne.
Oh, Twitch chat being
Fine.
Twitch chat.
Don't
Oh, no,
worry
nice dead
about
now
him.
though.
Don't worry
Dark,
about him.
dark type.
Oh my god. Dude. All right, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Dwayne.
Are
gets
you
the win.
kidding me? Onyx is
Somehow,
actually
when
even
Dwayne
more
was
bulky
supposed
than
to
I
die,
thought.
He hung in
'Cause, like,
there on 1
holy
HP.
shit.
And you know
This
what?
is really top tier,
I
like,
respected
animation
the hell
right
out of
here.
him for it. I let Dwayne live, and Turt was able to take out the Perugly. What a legend.
GG's,
But then I put him
Dwayne.
back in the box and moved on. In Mount Coronet, I caught a Bronzor and a big
Bronzor is really, really, really good. Psychic Steel type, it's pretty much like a discount Metagross, but like pretty bulky. And it's like good to have, really. It's really good to have. Next on Candace, that helps you with like the ice type weakness, is like Gyro Ball and shit. Like you can even get like Flash Cannon. It's Psychic type, mine as well, that helps with like the fighting type, especially and stuff. It's just think in general like really good. I like Bronzor.
added to the team. And right before Gardenia's gym, Kronk evolved, which meant no mercy for
yeah,
those flower-related
they're all
stats.
just gone.
Number 2,
They just
we
get
flushed
slaughtered.
the guard bushes in front of the Galactic building and ran up all the stairs where we fought Galactic Commander Jupiter. Let's take a look at how that
Don't crit. Don't crit.
Oh,
crit.
don't tell me he dies. The crit kills. Cause like,
No!
I was gonna say I thought it gets like sniper or super luck. I mean, but no, it actually doesn't. It's like Night Slash is a very high crit ratio move.
Let's just hit it.
Is it
Don't
gonna
hit
die?
him.
Is Grotto gonna die? Cause you can just die right here.
No. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, the
Finally were able to beat
crits,
her, but that
bro.
fight really knocked the wind out of me.
Oh
I was
yeah,
shaking on my way
100%.
back
It's like
to
one of the
the
hardest fight in the
playroom
games,
when this
really.
lady Cynthia
Cause like the
shows
boss
up
fight.
and is like, egg?
This right here is the most broken egg in the history of Pokemon. Togekiss, because like this is where you get Togepi, then you're gonna get Togetic, and then evolve with the Shining Storm for Togekiss. Togekiss is busted and it's really good. High special defense, amazing special attack, all around really good. It gets really good moves, like in general. It pretty much gets anything. Most of all, green freaking grays added added effect even more. Like if you have like a King's Rock Air Slash Togekiss, that thing just never misses, like never stops blitzing pretty much. Because like flinch with Air Slash plus green grays boosted, and then King's Rock as well kind of thing. It's a lot of things that Togekiss does. Togekiss is just good. You don't know what to do, send in Togekiss. It just stands here, it just like laughs at them, just destroys everything that it sees, and pretty much yeah. You can literally give it any move you want it at all. Like anything. It's really, really good. It's like water pulse can confuse more often and
anyway,
like
even
that type
meeting
of
Cynthia wasn't
added
enough
effects.
to calm my nerves. So to keep my mind off the absolute tragedy we narrowly avoided, I decided to start training up Big Boy on Cycling Road.
Ooh, okay.
And then he died.
What? Oh, the flame wheel ponytail and a
So
crit.
before you push up
She
your
definitely got unlucky by not getting a heat proof
anime
bronze
glasses
on
and
though.
tell me that steel is weak to fire, which I know, by the way. The reason I kept Big Boy in was because not only is his defense an iron wall, but he had heat proof, which negates his fire weakness.
He actually
But then he
did.
got crit. So
But he
first
oh
round.
the
I'm sorry, Big Boy. You
crit.
never had the opportunity to
I want to point out one thing. I'm really proud of Jaden here, especially because like she improved hella from like the first Nuzlocke. I did watch it. Like a lot of things that she kind of was like confused about and stuff. It's now like she's like going super in depth into it and like looking into like abilities and all that stuff. That is really well done, and also had set up the iron wall as well. I personally like iron defense. I would personally have been gotten greedy as well, because like when you're trying to grind up, you want to kind of grind up like faster. However, what you also want to do is like grind properly in a way where you want to grind up safely. So what you can do is before Cycling Road, in the route connector, so like there's like the place like Gardenia's place, Eterna, route connector, below that is Cycling Road. In that route connector, there's a scientist that gives you an XP share. XP share helps you to like grind up all these mods easily. So what she could have done is like give the XP share to Bronzor, and then instead of like kind of getting greedy and giving him more XP. Kind of a big loss, but it's alright.
become a big boy. I walked into Oreburgh Cave and found a Gible.
Yeah.
Gible is an amazing Pokemon. It's
Yes!
the Garchomp, which is easily one of, if not the strongest Pokemon in the game.
It is the strongest. I will say it is the strongest. This thing is busted. It pretty much takes down the entire game. It literally takes down the entire game. It gets Stone Edge, EQ, Dragon Claw. It freaking gets like Flamethrower, Fire Fang. It gets a shit ton of stuff. it's just really good in general. You're gonna see why throughout like the entire thing, but like in general, because like it also has it's also like dragon ground. Sure, it's super weak to ice. However, like in Sinnoh, like if you get Garchomp, you just sweep the entire thing. Dragon is really good typing, but ground as well. Like ground, just good. It also gets crunch. Crunch, Fantina, dead. Freaking Maylene, just wipe them. Wake does a little bit damage, but it's fine. 6 Gym, oh, that guy just gets mollywopped. 7 Gym is alright, but she has a oh, the bronze on dead. Never mind.
That isn't a legendary.
I'm looking at the 7th Gym, and it's just like a pseudo legend. And not to mention earlier, it is like super bulky as well. Like 90 in both defenses too, and HP, I think. I don't know, but it has like 110 speed and 130 attack, I believe. Something like that.
There's nothing in my way between that.
I'm very happy that she got. Oh.
And we're moving on.
Like a boy.
DeVito the Ralts, Kronk and Puppy evolved.
Oh my god, okay. Ralts is amazing. I just love Ralts. Like either if it's Gardevoir, Galactic is just good in general. Galactic especially gets like really good level 1 moves. It's like Night Slash, Leaf Blade, Close Combat, Psycho Kite, a lot of things. Gyarados is amazing here. Bite, as you can literally see, it's just biting the living fuck out of that Duskull. And Crobat as well. It just gets bite and stuff, and of course you have to evolve it using, I think, Friendship. It's good. You just send it, you do some berries and all that stuff, and it's just good. And it is pretty much outspeeds. It even outspeeds the Miss Magius, and it just walls them in general as well.
We had a clean win against Fantina, and some lady gave us an Eevee I named Milk.
Ooh, Eevee is good. Eevee is good.
Up DeVito against trainers, and when fighting this lovey-dovey couple.
Oh no. No. It's gonna have pursuit.
Oh no!
Yeah. Rip. I wasn't even crit. But then again, crit there is like super frail defense was.
In came Shrimp the Scyther I caught on Route 210.
That is amazing. Sure, Scyther has like a really like weird typing. Bug Steel is bad because of like fire can just destroy you, but it's also really good. Helps with like against like psychic types, dark types, and freaking ice types as well. She can literally destroy Candace with it. Like ice type has been a pretty much a big issue this entire run so far. She pretty much got it covered right now.
Good news.
Just like in general, like if you think about like a lot another Shellos,
and I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yes.
I know you're not supposed to have a favorite child, but Scoop was my favorite child.
The reason it's good, Gastrodon is amazing. Pretty much the like Swampert. Not many grass types in the game right now. Because she's past Gardenia, and just like in general, she can destroy the rest of the game pretty much easily. It's really bulky as well. It can just stand there, eat up hits. It gets also like Ice Beam, and just like in general, like Ice Beam, Mud Bomb, Earth Power, Surf, and all that stuff as well. And she also did a good, like, she also picked up Turtwig, so now the rival won't have the grass type as well. So, however, he will still pick up the Roserade. I believe it's Roserade. It will be Roserade. However, it can be dealt with easily, and that's like the only grass type she has to deal with for the rest of the game until like Cynthia's Roserade.
And I wasn't apologetic.
That's good.
I trained it up, and now we got a Gastrodon. Turt ended up evolving too. So
yes, Torterra is amazing.
Maylene was defeated, and badge number 4
yeah,
was
EQ and just like destroy
it. I caught a Quagsire named
Wombozy! Wombozy, yes! She really just named her LOL? I don't know how to feel about that. Quagsire is good. EQ, Surf, Ice Beam, Yawn is amazing. It's just dope. I love Quagsire. Look at that face. Just standing there. Okay, that is really good. I just
literally next door. I walked out of the gym and Team Galactic set off a bomb.
Wait.
Thunder I bought literally next.
She said Thunder.
Who is now a Jolteon with the TM Thunder I bought.
They set up Rin. I think the Quagsire sets it up, and it says like free food for like the rest of the thing. They just like thunder.
Literally next
And
door.
Jolteon
I walked
has
out of the
special
gym
attack
and
as well, just destroys
Team
it and
Galactic
speed.
set off a bomb. I ran down the grunt who detonated it and took him out because he is weak. Cynthia appears again and tells me to bring a charm to her grandma. So I'm like, yes, ma'am. We found her in Celestial Town along with Cyrus, the leader of Team Galactic.
First team with the first fight with them. It's pretty easy. This fight is easy.
So he's gotta blow up the world or something. I don't
Golbat
know.
and Merkle, and like,
and then he
I
wanted
think it was
to
like
fight. Puppy took out his Sneasel and I sent
yeah.
out Milk to take care of his Golbat. But Milk decided he wanted to be lazy and not only miss all his thunders, but also punch himself in the face.
Oh no, Milk, no. He's dead. He's dead. The poison will finish him off. Right?
You can't be doing this.
Kronk came out and killed the Golbat because Milk was being difficult.
Are
He gave
you
him a second
kidding
chance
me?
and he took out the Murkrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's your Dusty Charm.
Then I
went
get
out and
Surf
caught a
as well.
Magnemite and
Magnemite is amazing. I love Magnezone. You get it? Like, okay, level 20 Magnezone, evolve it at what's it called? Mount Kernet. Really good. Steel, Electric. Absolutely amazing typing. Steel type is really good, and it also gives Splash Cannon, and you can also get another like Thunderbolt TM, or doesn't Thunderbolt TM from Veilstone by like doing like the game corner stuff. You can get like Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and stuff as well. Really, really amazing. That's really dope.
Arrived in Canalave City, where we barged into Byron's gym and demolished his team with
That Gastrodon! Yo, this is an amazing frame right here. I really, really, really love this. Like the man just like charging, and then Gastrodon right behind it, like the Avatar just swooping in because of like Steel Licks and all that shit. However, one thing to know in general, Gastrodon has Metal Burst, so it acts like counter. So let's be careful with that in your own Nuzlocke and stuff, and make sure you take it down in 2 hits, in which like the first one just breaks his 30, because it also has 30. 30 Metal Burst is just stupid. I've lost many minds to it myself as well.
Then Team Galactic sets off another bomb, this time at Lake
But this one
Valor.
is best.
So Barry,
It was
Professor
bigger.
Rowan's assistant Lucas, and I split up to check on the lakes. As I'm scrolling past all the flopping Magikarp, I run into Galactic Commander Saturn, who we swept the floor with. After that, we headed over to Lake Gardenia, where we did the exact same with Mars.
Yeah.
There was a part where Turt got crit and almost
Crit
died.
slash has higher crit chance. Yep.
But we're fine, he's fine. Finally, we had to go check up on Barry at Lake Acuity, and after trekking through 6 feet of snow for like a mile, we get there to find Barry at the top of a cliff like, ha ha ha, you can't climb rocks. Come back when you can climb rocks, loser.
I have one thing to say. She didn't mention about getting rock climb like near the house while you're going through it. It's like at 217. It's like literally right to the top left of the house in like the hiker and stuff. So yeah, and you get rock climb after you beat the gym, of course, which is pretty easy. You can have Magnezone and Scizor, like they both just wipe them, like literally just demolish them. Like, and I really hope that she teaches the Magnezone Flash Cannon as well.
We've been having some
Absolute
good time
amazing
matchups
special
in the past few
attacks.
gyms, so I haven't really been nervous about most of them. But Candace uses ice types, which like half my team is weak against.
Yeah,
You know,
but
nervousness rising. Not only was I at a massive type disadvantage, but the main threats on our team were her Abomasnow because it hits like a truck and sets up hail, and her
Blizzard as
Frostlass
well.
because it'll use the hail from the
Snow
Abomasnow
Veil.
to heighten its evasiveness.
Snow
with
Cloak, I mean.
Snow Cloak. Spam double teams, and then just sweep my team. I walked in, took a deep breath, which didn't make me feel better at all. And
I don't know.
started-
I don't know why she said that it's super, like effective against a Scizor, because like Scizor just destroys them. However, it doesn't really like destroy like the Abomasnow. He has like he's pretty bulky-ish. He just like destroys them. Frostlass is the main issue though, because like Frostlass has Snow Cloak and like you mentioned double team as well, and it's like really good specially wise as well. It can just hit you like a truck. Shadow Ball, and I think it's Blizzard or Ice Cream, but it's probably Blizzard, because like there's Abomasnow sets up the Blizzard, and Blizzard is just dope. It just like never misses in hail.
to the battle. Shrimp took out her Sneasel,
Yes.
and Scoop took out her Piloswine.
Yeah.
I was dying in the process. And then she
Mhm.
finally
Oof.
brought out the big bad Abomasnow. Since
Alright,
it's
what are you
Grass
gonna
Ice
do?
Type, I taught Puppy Fire Blast. Yeah.
Oh my
I know.
god.
Anyway, I
Really?
wasn't sure it could one-shot because Puppy's not a special attacker, and lo and behold, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't miss.
It's gonna live by like in low yellowish, I would say.
Please, it's quad. It's quad.
Oh my
Eventually,
god.
Puppy took it
Never
out, but that
mind.
was absolutely terrifying. Last but not least, Frostlass. I wanted to have Swoop rain dance.
And it
together
didn't die
with the
'cause, like,
hail, so Frostlass's
flying type
snow
so was
cloak
neutral.
activated, but since
Yeah.
Swoop was sitting at a not so chill 20 HP, that wasn't gonna work out super great. However, since I didn't want Kronk to be in this fight at all, right before the fight I swapped her with Failure the Shinx.
Oh no.
Yep.
The
Sorry, little guy.
the
I
sack
looked up at the looming death that was Frostlass in front of her, and as I healed up Swoop,
animation. It's the same thing that I brought up earlier in the video, if you guys remember. You bring in the Sackmon, you heal up the mon that you want to put there into the battle, and they die in the process. However, it's not a worthless sacrifice, it's an honorable one and a really worthy one. They die, you heal up the other mon, that mon comes in and avenges them. Easy.
Failure was killed in its blizzard. It's really unfortunate we had to resort to it, but I give Failure a salute for stepping up and surrendering. its
Salute,
life to
boys.
me. Swoop came
Failure
out, got off the rain
the
dance,
not
and after
wife,
a
the
close
not
battle,
failure
was
bun.
able to pull through. We won, but it wasn't without sacrifice. We had a moment of silence for Failure, the true MVP of the fight. Gone.
Salute in
but
chat,
not
boys.
forgotten. Now we could climb the rocks to Lake Acuity, and when we got up there, Barry's got snot dripping down his face,
Yeah,
crying in the snow
rip.
because he got
Effing
beat
chat,
up
boys.
by Jupiter,
Again.
who looks at me and
Nah,
is
no
like,
salute for him though.
"See
Just
ya,
F.
I'm going to Veilstone HQ."
It's not as big as Failure.
I'm gonna go to Veilstone. We start running through the base trying to find Cyrus, but when fighting this scientist,
Psychic.
Porygon 2 has an insane amount of special attack. This thing might be actually dead. Crit will definitely
Porygon
be the
2
death.
freaks me out. It is way too powerful, way too bulky, and it's way too weird. I do like Porygon.
Crit, it's done. It's a crit. It's a crit. It's 100% a crit. Yep.
Very cute. What?
Effing chat, boys.
No!
The third death again to a crit. As a Nuzlocker myself, I relate to this like insanely.
I wasn't okay. Kurt
I
came
really,
out and
really
curb
relate to
stomped
this.
the Porygon 2 out of
Good.
vengeance, but to
Demolish
put it
that stuff.
lightly, I wasn't taking that too well.
My heart is breaking.
Aww.
I'm like actually sad.
But life doesn't stop when your dog dies, so I had to keep trucking and brought Law the Quagsire to the
Yes!
Blood-
It's literally the perfect replacement. Throw in a water ground, grab another ground. And honestly, I like Quagsire even better because it gets even more bulky, I would say.
Cyrus's room.
Oh, damn. This is a pretty alright fight.
Chip and Milk took out his team in no
Because
time.
Honchkrow is just good.
And used his teleport pad to enter the basement where Mess Spirit
Nice
has
size.
that
You can even get Heat Wave, Grow Pack, and just stuff in general. No size like high crit ratio too.
After
And
releasing
yeah.
the Lake Guardians, we head to Mount Coronet because Cyrus wants to go there and destroy the planet, I think. And
This
we catch
upcoming
up to him at
Cyrus
the
fight
Spirit
is
Palace.
actually
Before we can
really
run up and
like
attack him,
spooky.
Mars and Jupiter step in. Then Barry arrives. Honestly, I have no idea how he found
This
us
fight
all
is
there.
pretty
He's like, "I'll
easy
help."
in my
Law
opinion.
Takes out both their Bronzors, Mars's Prugly, and Barry's Munchlax. So I thought, you know,
Much like because like served assist everyone on the field and Barry right beside was also like yeah.
it was all smooth sailing, right? Well,
What?
Really doing a
Flinch,
lot for the team,
flinch.
aren't ya? Oh my god, no, it has Giga Drain?
Oh no, it's gonna live on red at least. It's definitely gonna live, but
No,
holy
oh
shit.
No, oh no. It was
Another crit! Bro, the fourth
not
death to
only
a
did I
crit
not know
as
their goal that had
well.
Giga Drain.
Honestly, I didn't know that either, but I actually forgot because like in Radical Red they actually give it Giga Actually no, in Renegade Platinum I think, or it was Rising Ruby, another Drowner Ramak and Drowner made Renegade Platinum as well. Golbat did have Giga
But
Drain.
it also got a crit. So I was starting
That
to
was a
feel
big
bad.
F.
But
If it
then I
wasn't a crit, it would have
started panicking. The
100%
thing
lived
is,
because
after you
Golbat
fight
doesn't have
Mars
good
and
special
Jupiter,
attack.
You have to go into the Distortion World and fight Cyrus and
This Cyrus fight is really hard because like all his mons are OP and really have good movesets, especially the Gyarados. Because like that thing also has like EQ. And Honchkrow, heavy hitter, he's seems to evolve into Weavile, Crobat, go back to Crobat, he gets a Houndoom as well.
Giratina. If
Let's see
Cynthia
how she
forces us
does.
into the Distortion World without us being able to get a new member, we're in massive trouble. We finished up
Yes.
the battle and Cyrus starts his whole spiel about how the world is imperfect, blah blah blah, everything must die except for me. Then he gets swallowed up by Giratina.
That
A hole opens, a
Giratina.
rip in space
Oh my
leading to
god.
the Distortion World, and I'm kind of just standing off to the side twiddling my thumbs like, Cynthia, please don't shove me in there without my consent.
Cynthia,
I'm sorry, but it's Pokemon. They'd rather not have the adults take care of it, but let 10-year-old kids just pretty much go to like world-ending events and just they handle it, cause fuck adults, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the 8 gym leader that's chilling there doesn't give a shit about Pokemon battling while you're out here being a 10-year-old kid. Imagine you're a 10-year-old kid. Now, let me go on a quick rant real quick. You know what? I don't give a shit anymore. You're a 10-year-old kid. You're just chilling. You wake up. You want to just go get your first Pokemon. Third week. You go to like gym leaders, just beat them, and you want to get go and become a Pokemon master. But then the world is like, no, fuck you. You just go and fight what the adults should be doing, and you're just sitting there. Why didn't Cynthia like fight Cyrus and Giratina? She is literally the champion. I don't give a shit if she's like testing you or whatever. She is good enough. She is. Man, Pokemon is whack, but that's why we all love it.
can I go? I have something to do.
Yeah, you have to replace the Quagsire.
You ready?
Rip.
No, I'm not. Let me go. I'm free. Holy crap.
Yeah, a long
Let
way
get
back,
me
but
out of
it's
here.
well worth it.
Goodbye.
It's really
Sorry,
worth it.
lol. We just got you, and then you died. But
Salute
luckily,
for
remember when I
lol
accidentally
boys.
caught that whooper while trying to get a Yanma?
The other
No
Quagsire.
accident. You're our lucky star who will carry us to victory.
The
We got
drool.
Oops leveled up, came back.
It's
to the
another
Spear Pillar,
Quagsire.
Cynthia was just
Hell
sitting there
yeah.
waiting for us, and hopped in. Everything is topsy-turvy and the lake guardians are telling me to push boulders into holes. And suddenly I'm on a floating crest of land with Cynthia, who's basically like, Cyrus, get lost and never come back. And Cyrus didn't like that. So he came at me. Oops took out his Houndoom and his Gyarados came out, so I switched to Milk. But I was very terrified because Cyrus's Gyarados has Earthquake.
It also has D-Dance, so it probably if it sets up like even one D-Dance, it can pretty much sweep. Especially with like the Jolteon. Like it just destroys you. Just be careful for that in general
So
as
if
well.
Milk misses his thunder here, he dies.
He probably
And
even
Milk
does.
is notorious for missing his thunders. But it hit. Milk
Oh
lives
my
another day. He also took
god.
out Cyrus's Crobat.
Thunder is like
and
70
should
base, 70
finish up his
accuracy as
meal.
well.
Cyrus steps aside and suddenly
Mm.
it's just me and the Angel of Darkness itself.
Oh my
Giratina.
god. Oh my god, I love that. I love that. Like all the handles are coming in and now it's like happy and shit. Oh boy. Jaden, it's a Pokemon game. You're not supposed to show death like that. Relax. Jaden just flexed on us right there. Oh my god. Oh. Distortion World stuff. Whoops. Honestly, if I ever see a doppelganger or like a clone of me in real life, I'm beating the living shit out of it. I'm punching and just leaving it. There can only be one, bro. I swear your dominance. Oh yeah, Master Ball it.
I threw the Master Ball, and like that, it was over. I saved the world. Now to get back to my...
So another pause and another time me just going over random stuff. However, Giratina, absolutely amazing mon. It is like one of the most bulkiest mon alive. It eats up hits for days. It has Dragon Claw. You can also swap for like Dragon Pulse. You can get that, I think, in Victory Road. However, I'm 100% going to be wrong as well. You get Dragon Claw. It has access to Earth Power. Other like special moves. It also has Ominous Wind. Shadow Force, its main move. That thing just hits like a truck, bro. You can even give it like Shadow Ball. Main thing is it has Earth Power. Pretty much sweeps the 8th gym. Don't really have to worry about it. Even if they have like Ice Beam on Ice Punch, it doesn't fucking matter. Just like in general, I mean, because like this thing is a tank. It has really good attack, like HP, but its defenses are really amazing as well. And it also has like pretty alright like offense stats. It's a legendary, but a really broken one at that.
Gym badges. I arrived at Sunny Shore City and started making my way through Volkner's gym. I know he's the 8th gym leader and he's supposed to be tough, and apparently he's depressed.
He's
because
actually
everyone who
not
challenges
tough.
him isn't good
He's
enough
not
for
tough,
his
I'm
goal,
sorry.
But I wasn't concerned. We have Oops,
EQ.
and none of his Pokemon can do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's not like they have Giga Drain or anything, right? They didn't, I checked. Oops was just Earthquake and everything, and at the end, I'll admit, I got a bit scared.
Okay, don't crit.
Yeah, Electivire is good, and if you didn't know,
That would be really
Electivire is my mascot. Actually, it's my favorite
But it's all
Pokemon as
good.
well.
We're
The
all good.
Electivire head.
And with that,
Yeah,
off to Victory
yeah.
Road we went, where we caught ourselves a Gabite I named Flakes. Would have been
That is insane. Gabite is like one of the rare encounters there, and the fact that you got a potential Garchomp right before the Elite Four is insane. You can give it Fire Fang, takes down Aaron. It destroys I think it's like Karen. Oh my god, Karen. Like the fire type gym leader. I think it's Bertha or whatever. The fire type Elite Four destroys her with EQ. Crunch destroys Lucian. The second guy, Flint actually, the fire type, my bad. Whoever the ground type one is, Agatha. I think it's Agatha. Ground type, it doesn't do much there, but you can still like do good damage. And Cynthia is where it matters, because like Cynthia, it pretty much destroys, but also kind of gets destroyed. If your Garchomp like outspeeds her, Garchomp then you get pretty much just one shot. It like depends on like nature and EVs. EVs, 4 EV equals to 1 point in stat, and you can get like a total of 252 EVs and 1 stat max. It's really, really good. But well, let me rephrase that. Mine in total can get 516 EVs, I think, or 512, and well, 516. Yeah, and you can like max out 2 stats and put like the rest in another, or like spread it out like however you want, and it can like outspeed the Garchomp, kill it, destroys the Lucario, pretty much walls the Roserade as one, kills it. Kind of takes some damage against Togekiss, but if you have Stone Edge, it kills that as well. Spiritomb as well. It's just good.
nice to have one.
My little take is like the only issue because of Ice Beam. I'm sorry for talking so much.
Cave, you know, but whatever. Better late than never. It's good to have just in case something goes horribly wrong out of nowhere.
Oh, Brave Bird.
Flakes is basic.
Yeah, start. There's this really good attack.
Amazing. Whoa, 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 whoa. No!
A puppy, no.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh dear. And that's the straw that broke the camel's back. After Puppy
F.
died,
Another,
I said
yeah,
to
I just want to mention, she lost all of her Pokemon because of crits. I think even the Shinx, even despite it being a sacrifice, was still a crit, but other than that, everything, all of them were just dead.
To be the best
to
possible team you
crits.
can build.
Oh
the Elite
my
Four here
God.
goes pretty hard, so I couldn't go in willy-nilly just hoping for the best. After literally a few hours of calculations and research, I settled on a team I thought would give us the highest possibility of winning. I added Flakes to the team in place of Puppy, and with a heavy heart, left Milk and Kronk behind as I brought Steven and
especially
Magnezone
since they were at the
Colgate
beginning.
Togekiss I hatched from the eggs Cynthia gave me. Even though I was sad to not bring Milk and Kronk into the final battles with us, they won't be forgotten. And it doesn't
100%.
negate the fact they were such huge assets to the team, and I wouldn't have made it this far without them. I'll see you guys on the other side.
The real
I took a
MVPs.
step towards the doors of
The friends we
return,
make along
and
the way.
immediately got interrupted by Bear.
This is something that everyone pretty much forgets. Right before, like, right when you go near the door, you get interrupted by Barry and he fights you. Pretty much pretty strong as well. Because it was like Snorlax mainly as well, but yeah.
Sorry, he wanted to have one last fight.
Fair.
Anyway.
Alright, let's see what should.
Welcome.
Fuck?
This is the Elite Four. The battle starts and C takes out Aaron's.
For a second, I thought she had Giratina on her again. Yeah.
Colgate takes out his Scissor and Heracross.
Yeah,
Next
you
up
guys
is
destroy.
Bertha.
Wait. She came. Oh my god, what is this? What is happening? I didn't even know that Togekiss could get Fire Fang, but it does destroy Scizor, and like a flying move destroys Heracross. And
Bertha loves ground types, but Turt and
Quagsire can just destroy it, especially with like Ice Beam Quagsire.
Shiver when her Rhyperior came out,
but that was Surf, yeah, Surf. Not it has like no special defense. Again, the Giratina thing. What's happening? Oh, now I see it. What it is. This upcoming fight is tough because like he just destroys the 3 Pokemon. That's why she showed them. However, Garchomp just handles him easily, and Quagsire even.
Flint has a pretty scary team, but luckily Oops and Flakes had no trouble plowing through them as well. And with that, we're on to the last member, Lucian.
Galader's a bit of a problem, and
so far.
honestly,
So I wanted to let her go all out. She set up sword stances and bullet punched everything.
Yeah, it's just GG. GG.
And suddenly, I'm at the entrance to the champion.
Ooh,
the trainer who's
this is the battle.
And many still fear to this day. I took a deep breath. Things are going surprisingly well, and I don't know how to feel about it. But I looked up, and there she was. At this moment, I have only one last objective.
The piano.
Defeat Cynthia.
Alright,
she leads with Giratina, which has no weaknesses, so I sent out Turt to hit it as hard as possible.
That's good.
Takes out her Togekiss, and then her Garchomp.
How? Well, yeah, it's fine. It definitely has like Stone Edge.
This is known to be one of the toughest boss Pokemon in the entire franchise.
Mainly because like I think this was like the very first time Pokemon ever introduced like fully EV and fully IV Pokemon. That is why I believe its moveset is a bombasted. Level 62. Garchomp is just insane. EQ, Stone Edge, Flamethrower, and Dragon Rush. I think those are the moves. It was just broken. However, I don't think it's the EV part, but it's definitely perfect IVs.
And rightfully so. That thing was made by Satan himself, and I'm sure even he fears what he has created. I immediately switched to Oops, who's the only Pokemon that can lead us to victory here. I planned to put it to sleep with Yawn, and then Ice Beam it until it died. That was
it definitely dies.
But then, Oops was crit. And that was it. Nothing on my team can take a hit from this monster. And even if they couldn't do much damage back. I sat there in disbelief, knowing there wasn't anything I could have done.
The only thing that can, however, do it, Scizor dies, of course. Torterra doesn't really do much. Magnezone obliterates. The Garchomp is able to outspeed only because of one thing. If it has really good nature, and depends on what mount you use to like train it up on. If it has like a more special, like more speed because of EVs, it can definitely outspeed this Garchomp as well. Unless like they're like super underleveled, then I don't know.
The battle is basically unwinnable now. I brought out Shrimp to bullet punch it so we could get in a little bit of damage, but she was killed.
Oh, Flamethrower, yeah.
He did some damage too, but was
Stone Edge, yeah. Stone Edge has great ratio as well.
Flakes were left. It's hopeless at this point.
Not Flint, but like Flake.
And against all odds, Flakes outsped Cynthia's Garchomp and killed it. I didn't think he could do it. He was 2 levels weaker, and I don't know.
So everyone is level 60. Okay.
I think he could outspeed it. Suddenly, there was a chance. We could win this after all. Cynthia brings out her Milotic,
EV play a role in mainly nature.
Flakes took out the Lucario with Dig. Look, my Earthquake TM is on Scoop, and we all know what happened there. Finally,
okay,
the last Pokemon comes out.
Roserade. It's just
Flakes
dead.
went in for the Dragon Claw, and the battle was over.
Yes! Yo, that is dope.
Congratulating me. A sudden feeling of overwhelming guilt washes over my entire body. So intense, it almost knocks me down. I don't think I deserve this. Something here isn't right. This wasn't meant for me. Back in the Distortion World, when Giratina split me in two, how do I know I'm me? What happened in the other timeline where I saw glimpses of what happened parallel to this world, that was me too. Those things happened. Was that the ending I'm destined to have? The world I'm living in now is how I want things to be, but the other Jaden is equally me as I am her. Even if you might think I deserve this dimension, things don't work like that. Are there some things you can't escape, Even when you try
Damn,
everything you can do to alter
yo,
it,
we're getting real in a
I don't know
Pokemon
the
game.
answer.
It's
I may be
Pokemon.
able to sit on this throne now and thank all the Pokemon that put in everything to help me get here. All the hard work, blood,
That's really
sacrifices
dope
they
to
made,
see.
but I don't think I can.
Wait, okay, so what did she end off with? 7 deaths? That's insane, especially with like all of them dying to like crits. And we all know how it is to get hit by a crit in a Nuzlocke.
Accept this victory. I don't know what ending was meant for me, and I don't think I ever will.
That is a sick way to end off this video. That the entire team working on it and shit. Yo, that is sick. Holy shit. We've been recording for 45 minutes. What the fuck? This video was like 22 minutes and 42 seconds. I made it double just because of me just bullshitting randomly. If you guys enjoyed, of course, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was a bit long of a video, yes, but I was having a blast with that. Didn't even know all that time went by. I'm so sorry for it going like this long, but I didn't know that talking about Pokemon would take that long. I could have let's like talk over on the video, but I didn't want to like go over on her commentary because her commentary is amazing. Content creator. However, we also do like a lot of Nuzlocks. I'm currently doing Renegade Platinum. After that, we will be doing Players Black. We do like a lot of different things, really. Nuzlocke. Been doing it for like a very, very long time. We also do like stuff like Dynamax stories and all that shit as well. Like any of that, hit the subscribe button, become part of the community. You already know. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a comment if you did. Let me know if I should continue doing like these type of videos. It will happen very rarely. I don't want to flood my entire channel, like my entire channel, with reaction videos. However, main reason I wanted to do it is because like most of the PokeTubers that do it, they just like literally react and not really go over what the game or what is happening in the game or like why what mine would be good and like analysis kind of thing. But have a good one, and I will see you guys next time. Drop a comment below and let me know how you liked it. Hope you guys had a good one.